Welcome, 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 everyone. So glad you're here this Tuesday evening. We are going to share why we are in love with PartnerCo, why we feel we're better together. And Cindy and I are going to do this together. So, Cindy, where are you at right now in the
I'm
world?
in very, very cold Edmonton, Alberta.
Edmonton,
Um,
Alberta.
yeah, we were just Russell was just whining about how cold Vancouver is, and it's not the same.
So yeah, I'm in Vancouver, and we're going to share for. We're going to try to keep to a half hour. Maybe sometimes we pop a little bit over. We have an amazing guest as well. It's going to share testimonial. So really, let's get started. So sit down, enjoy, grab a drink, and enjoy for the next half hour. So we have three pillars that we kind of focus on the most, and wellness is one, the business side, and our lifestyle. So this particular presentation will both mostly on wellness, but we'll touch a little bit on business and lifestyle as well as we go through. So we basically want to explain the difference between our company and other companies that you might be looking at. And one of the main ways, and we'll highlight this as we go through, but one of the ways is that we look at it from a 360-degree approach. We have, you can see all the different brands that we have. We're not just looking at it from one angle or one or two angles. We're looking at health from a wide variety of ways. Like even the water we drink, filtering all the way to the different types of supplements we can have, whether they're liquid nutrition, whether they're a pill form, whether they're powders, like looking at everything. And it's the functionality of all of them together. They work really well for us to have a happier, healthier life.
That's right. And one of the great things about having that 360-degree view is that we have almost 100 products or over 100 products in some markets. And we're in all of these multi-billion-dollar industries. So we're hitting all the big spots. And especially after COVID, wellness became really important for everyone. We should always be thinking of wellness, but it really highlighted if you weren't well as we went through COVID and that sort of thing. But we hit all of these different industries, and we have products in all of them. And we have an amazing group of people, doctors. We have doctors, naturopaths, nutritionists, food scientists, researchers, um, dentists, veterinarians, all of these different people that kind of impact what products we have. And they're always looking at making sure that, if there's something new that's come out, some new technology or something new that they can improve our products, we're always looking at that as well. Dr. Ray Strand here at the bottom in the purple is our chief medical officer, and he actually created or was involved in creating some of our products. And he has, I think, 4 books now talking about nutritional medication and using nutrition as medicine and that sort of thing. And he was a traditionally trained doctor who his wife got quite ill and he couldn't help her. It was fibromyalgia, which I always have trouble saying, but she had that, and none of his prescriptions could help her. None of the things that he knew could help her, and she ended up getting some high quality supplements from a neighbor and started taking them, and she started getting better. So he really switched his gears there and started digging into why does this make her feel better when what I was doing didn't and what I've been trained in doesn't. So you get a group of people like that with that same mindset of let's use food and nutrition and that sort of thing to make the body work like it should. And we've got some pretty amazing outcomes, right, Russell?
Oh, amazing. And that's where people like Fernando and Brett and Barbara and Dr. I can't pronounce his name, but why these guys work so well because we're using all this research to make these products all food based, do so many things for us and have them be very efficacious. They're
Mhm.
not just fairy dustings.
And we make sure that we want to make sure that when you buy something that what we say is on the label is actually in the product at the levels that we say they are, because the industry isn't regulated. So a lot of the stuff we see on the shelves only has a fraction. That's where Russell was saying there's a fairy dusting of, you know, whatever the new product on the market is, just to say that it's in there. And so we make sure that through this 6-step product validation testing, that we are 100%. So we analyze, a certificate of analysis comes from the raw products that come in. We verify the ingredients, we test the products, we make sure there's accuracy there, we have in-house inspection, and then the biggest one for me is this third-party verification. And the reason it's big for me is because in a previous life, I was an auditor and I would audit public companies, and I would audit them because when people invest and buy shares, they want to know that what's on their financial statements is actually true so that they're making a good investment. The same is true for your health. If you don't have any type of third-party certification or validation, you don't know that what you're buying is actually what you're buying. So this is really what sold, part of what sold me. Part of it was that the products just work so well, but we have all these different third parties that we send our products to test. We don't have to, but we do that to make sure that you're getting your value for your money. And some of these are probably familiar. A lot of people are familiar with Leaping Bunny and cruelty-free, so no animal testing. The clone list here is one that allows Olympic and professional athletes to take our products without having to worry that something's going to show up on a drug test that's, you know, a herb from wherever, and it shows up on a drug test and then they're out. So we have a lot of professional athletes that take our products. We are an FDA registered facility, which is an extra thing that we do. So just to make sure that we have the best production and the best facilities that our products are coming out of. PDR is the physician's desk reference. So some of our products are actually in that, and physicians could prescribe them. They usually don't, as we've all been to doctors, and that's generally not where they're looking, but it is there. So we also have tons of published clinical studies that we've done. We do over 1,000 annual quality tests and have many physician endorsements.
Yeah, if you're looking at other companies or you're looking at other products, this is one area. This is why we're focusing on this page so much. This is one of the things that we stand out over and above most other companies. Not everyone, but most. Okay. And because of all this testing and because of the certifications. So ask if you're looking at something else, ask for this. If they don't have it, then I'd say thank you and keep on looking. Come back here.
Yeah, that's right. So this is our flagship product. And Russell, did you want to kind of introduce it? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'll jump in. So we have a few really, they're all great, but this is a product right now that is really good for everyone. We all have hormones. This product is basically a product that is going to help balance your body, right? And because of our lifestyle over, especially the last 3, 4, 5, decades, our food supply, all this, everything, not to go down a rabbit's hole, but all this stuff adds up, and our lifestyle is not as good. Our bodies are not as balanced as they should be, right? So this is a great product. As you can see, it's helping with metabolism and mood and energy, and it supports, all these different areas you can see, stimulates metabolism, digestive health, energy, supporting weight management. So, and then controlling appetite, right? Because we need that stuff because our food industries have made it so that they've caused us to be out of control with our appetite. The things that we eat with sugar and everything, it throws us out of balance, right? Because everything has sugar in it, right? So that's why this is so important that everyone literally should be using this product for. Again, we recommend 3-4 months to use this product, but you can go on it longer as well. It's just an amazing product. It comes in those 2 bottles like you see there, and I think we're going to show you some reasons, some examples of what has gone on for some people. Do you want to share this, or do you want me to take this one?
No, I can take this one if you want. So this is Brenda, and she's one of our partners in Lethbridge. And when she started, the picture on the right there, she went to her doctor and she said, I know I'm not healthy. I'm not feeling good. I have all these stomach issues. I have all this stuff going on. And her doctor ran some tests and said, you're within all the normal ranges. There's nothing wrong with you. And she got so frustrated, as many of us have, as if you've experienced that. And she found a friend of hers, told her about the drops, and she said, okay, well, I'm going to try it. But she had some big goals. Her first goal was to lose 30 pounds in 6 months. Well, you can see she lost 100 pounds in 6.5 months. So she way overshot her goal, which is awesome. But she definitely went all in. The picture down here is the pack that she used, and we now fondly refer to as the Brenda pack. But she knew as a busy salon owner that she wasn't going to have a lot of time to have lunches and have dinners prepared and that sort of thing. So she knew she needed some type of a meal replacement shake or something like that, because that was her lifestyle. So she got some of these other products here, and we'll talk about some of them later, but those were all in there. She knew she had bad gut health, so she got our probiotics here, which is on the bottom. And on the end here, a product called Restorex, which is our cellular detox. So as she started losing weight, the fat cells hold on to toxins. So this helps come in and scrub your blood cells of all those toxins and any heavy metals and that sort of thing, and really helps with your progress. But this is kind of the beauty of the system. And you can use one, or you can use the drops, or you can use, you kind of pick and choose what you want. But the fact that the system really encompasses that 360-degree view of getting your body balanced, right? And that's similar to that slide that we had up front there. So Russell, I'll let you talk about our friend Valerie.
Yeah, so Valerie, she started this back in 2018 when she was introduced to the drops. She was our guest last week. So if you want to hear her story, you reach out to us and we'll get you that recording. But yeah, you can see the difference before and after. That was a 3-month changeover for her, and not for her. She says it came off in all the right places, but I think the biggest impact with her confidence and just everything. You can see the smile on her face and everything. It's most people at the end of the day, even Brenda, we just talked about, who has shed 100 pounds, even those people end up telling you that the non-scale victories are way more important, than the scale victories. So again, just real results, real people doing this and having success. And
Yeah.
Valerie will say she just stuck to the program and just followed the food list. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but and she's a coach now. We work together. We saw her less than a year ago. We saw her last week, right? And she still looks this way, just doing fantastic because you've changed her lifestyle. She changed her lifestyle, right? So that's key to all this.
Yeah, and you really start to learn how to eat so you feel good. And we help you with that. A lot of us are coaches on here, and we all work together to make sure that you get the best results. But Valerie also won one of our challenges, and this gentleman also, he was the male winner, I think, that same year, or maybe the next year, but he did really well. So it's not just for women. Men have great results on this too. We have a couple more here. This is on the left-hand side is Caroline. She's one of our Alberta girls, and she watched her sister lose a bunch of weight on the program, and she's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna try it. And she didn't necessarily have the best attitude at the beginning, but man, she got some really great results, and now she's also a coach and helps others. On the right here, we have Dr. Crystal and Russell. We see Dr. Crystal quite whenever we go to one of our events, right? And she still looks like she does on the right-hand side.
Yeah, 100%. So she was on the left hand side. She was the chiropractor and doing her thing with that, and but was struggling. Like, just she could not find time. She was patient to patient, much like Brenda, much like people in the service industry. No time between clients, and they could. And what do you put? You don't have time to eat a healthy meal. You eat whatever you can, and it's usually not very good, right? So it's kind of how all that worked. And yeah, Caroline, I love Caroline because I think she's her and Christine, they get pretty competitive. Sister, yeah, oh yeah, I can see that. So
Yeah, that's
Caroline
for
was like,
sure.
no, not having any of that, Christine. I'm catching up.
Yeah.
So,
And we thought it'd only be fair that we're sharing other people's pictures, that Russell and I share our photos.
oh
So,
gosh,
yeah.
look away, look away. So So here's mine. I was, I have to give hats off to people who do their before photo at the beginning. I was, can I say that? I was chicken shit. I
Mhm.
did not want to. I was too embarrassed. And I so my first before photo, I've already shed about 15 pounds. For me, it was the Pure Nourish Shake, which I think we're going to talk a little bit about later. I love that thing, and so yeah, so it works. And then I think oh, for me, I guess the biggest again for me the biggest change, not the weight was great, 45 pounds total with raisin bread I got rid of, but raisin bread mincemeat tarts, but I sleep better at night now. I handle the heat way better. So I spend a lot of time on the farm, and I would the heat even before the heat was tough for me. Sleeping at night now, no problem. I work in a bakery. I don't work in there anymore, but handling the ovens and the heat, everything was way smoother after that was kind of my balancing. I was out of balance and not I was overheating, right? So yeah, amazing. So how about you, Cindy?
Yeah, you can see my picture too. And I did start at the beginning. I was chicken as well, but I still did it. And yeah, I can like when I look at these pictures, I look at my face, and there's such a difference in the face, not just the puffiness, but the expression, right? I was at a point like Brenda where I was frustrated. I needed something, nothing seemed to work. I tried many things. I was also had a lot of depression and anxiety at that time, and I had plantar fasciitis, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But all of those things just added up to, you know, emotional eating, not a lot of activity because my feet hurt so much, and through this process, this is overall the 81 pounds took about close to 8 months, and the difference is amazing. Like the non-scale victories, I can name multiple things that like I was pre-diabetic when I started. My doctor said, get on some lifestyle changes or I'm putting you on medication. I said, okay, I'll do a lifestyle change. I didn't know how, but luckily found this. And 3 months later, all my blood work was clear and I was continuing to lose weight. So it was, and I've kept that and I'm keeping going. I've got a new goal now because this got me to the point that I could do all the things I loved again, like hiking and getting out there and having some fun. So we've got a special guest too that's going to chat. So Russell, I'll get you to introduce Sherry.
Yeah. So we have this is a wonderful community we have, in Partner Co. And it's part of our business, part of our lifestyle. We get to meet and mingle with people who are not directly involved in our own business, but we get to meet people all around because we travel around the world and we get to meet people and stuff. It's so amazing to work together. So we have met Sherry Sadler, and she's going to share a little bit here. You can see the before and after. So Sherry, I think she started these drops around in June, I believe, and she is I think she'll tell you more, but she's a LPN and she's a yoga instructor. So very important part of her story. She's going to share a little bit more about that. Sherry, welcome, and you let us know where you're calling in from, where you're tuning in from. But welcome so much, and thank you for agreeing to share with us tonight. We appreciate that you're here.
Well, thank you, Russell and Cindy, for asking me. I'm feeling very grateful. And I'm calling in from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And I've been here since January 6th. So I'm sorry to hear about the cold weather up there, you guys. I was looking at two of our guests on here today. I've got them on Facebook, and I was thinking I was going to put that they look like Eskimos. I couldn't even see their eyes. Everything was covered. Of course, in -30, it has to be, right? So, anyways, I'm just feeling very blessed to be here in Mexico. And I started back in June. You're right, Russell. And Michelle is the one that introduced me to the company and to the drops, and I'm very grateful to her. And for me, I'd always been I thought I was a fairly active person, especially for my age. I'm 67 years old. So I was, of course, instructing yoga 3 times a week on the beaches of Hawaii for years. And I would walk lots. And I was going to the gym, in Hawaii for many years. But I really felt I was eating properly. Like I didn't eat a lot of junk. But like Russell's alluded to, it seems like all our foods have, even canned goods have sugar. Our processed foods aren't good for us. So those kind of things. Anyways, I got on the drops, these amazing drops, I'm going to say, and I have to say I was a little skeptical. I really was. But I thought, first of all, I trusted Michelle because she's an RN and I'm an LPN. And I did look at all the, like you, Russell, I looked at the certifications, validations. I looked at that they were natural, they're homeopathic. I looked at the ingredients and I signed up immediately. I signed up to be a brand partner immediately because I thought, for $39.95, that's nothing to own a digital business. And also I thought if I start the drops, if I succeed, then I'll have a testimony, and plus I can start making money quicker. And my goal was only just to pay back for the drops, for the initial drops. So lo and behold, after 2 months, I started getting commissions, and plus I had released 12 pounds and 6 inches, plus I had been diagnosed with osteoarthritis in my right hip. So one of my non-scale victories is that I don't have that pain in that right hip like I did. So I'm still able to walk lots here down in Mexico. I walked 118,000 steps in the month of January. So, even with my hip, I'm able to walk now, and it makes sense. Once we release the weight, that we're able to be a little more active. And like everyone says, the sleeping, I sleep 8 to 10 hours. The other non-scale victory for me, I remember telling Michelle this, within the first 2 weeks, I felt my body being kind of amped up. Like I was really aware of that metabolism boost. And I said to Michelle, wow, this is really cool. Like I can really feel that it's being amped up. And so I'm so glad that I continued with the drops and then continued with the other products, because really the other products complement the drops, and it helps me to maintain now. And so I'm going to be looking at some of the other products for the athletes. I haven't checked those out yet, the Rapid Fuel and that kind of thing. So, but anyways, I just want to thank you once again, Cindy, and thank you, Russell. And I just think this is an amazing company and wonderful products. So I'm very happy to be part of that.
Well, thank you so much. Going 180,000 steps. I think you are an athlete. So I think you good thing we do have those certifications for athletes, because you are one. So what is it, very quickly, after the drops, what's your next favorite product right now? Just off your current favorite right now.
Okay. Elite.
Oh, we're going to talk about Elite. Oh, we're going to talk about standby. Cindy's crazy on Elite. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Sherry. So much. Thank you for staying up late and reminding us how good the weather is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how warm it is here and make everybody jealous.
We don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I could tell you what the weather is here and see if you're jealous. -24 feels like -30. So
Oh my goodness.
probably colder where Colleen and Mark are, but yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Sherry. That was awesome. I love that whole story, and just you feel the results. Like that's kind of the big thing that we find with not just the drops, but with the other products as well, is that you feel the difference. So we talked about the drops a bit here, and the couple of the other products that are kind of in our top sellers is our protein powder, which is a full meal replacement, and our probiotics. And our probiotics is one of the best on the market, and this is one of our doctors has created and took quite a while to create, because it's a slow release system, and instead of releasing in your stomach where the stomach acids will kind of kill some of the probiotics, it actually goes further and releases in your small intestine where those good bugs can actually get working on what they need to work on. So a lot of people really like that. It works very quickly. And Russell, the shakes was one of your favorite things. So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah, I was kind of I didn't think the drops were gonna do anything at the beginning. I wasn't nuts about them. I wasn't sold on them. And I thought it was a bit of a pain in the butt, 3 times a day, and you got to hold it under your tongue, and you got to, and I was like, I don't have time for that. But I do love shakes. So who wants to hear what I used to have for shakes? So they're called milkshakes. So I put in milk. I put in ice cream. That's what I put in my milkshake. And so when I started using this, I did love it, and I did notice that I was shocked that it was filling me up. And but you know what? You don't need to put so much food in you when you start to put good food in you, right? And that's one of the biggest things I learned from this program. Uh, so again, you can read. I'm not going to read through all the stuff. It's so much good things for your gut. I had a friend who actually used this, for a coworker who had an awful meal and drink schedule at work. McDonald's, 4 Pepsis, and 2 Red Bulls. That was his daily thing at the bakery, and probably snuck a little bit of raisin bread into, and he needed to gain weight, so he used this product for a month and actually gained some weight. He needed to. He was not, and he was a smoker, right? So again, it's this alone helps balance you. So low glycemic. So yeah, we can go forever on
Yeah.
Ask the person who invited you to this to go on more. It's a very good product.
Yeah, one of the favorite things that I like about this one is that there's no flavor to it. So we actually have a ton of recipes that you can use it for when you bake something. So you can bake snacks and that sort of thing and add our protein to it. We're gonna keep going here and try to keep on track. We did start a little bit late, but we'll keep going here. So we do have some energy products here as well. And Russell, I think you used to be called the Blue Frog dealer at your bakery there for the night shift.
Yeah, I was able to have that fellow switch over to, instead of Red Bulls, Blue Frog. The
Mhm.
Rejuvenex I used a lot. I was a supervisor, had to do some paperwork, pound on the computer keyboard a little bit. So I had to stay awake in a hot office trying to do that during a night shift. So Rejuvenex is amazing. Just a mental clarity, clear, clean energy for your mind. And then Sherry mentioned she wants to jump on the rapid fuel. I use that as well when I'm in the it's got protein and electrolytes. So in the summertime, I'm drinking way more water. I'm running around. You'll think I see a picture later in the slideshow. You'll see me. I'm in the field, and so again, just wanted to keep some food in me, some protein and some electrolytes, because I'm drinking lots of water. So I love that product as well. So
That's
great,
awesome.
a great one.
Yeah, and we don't have a lot of skincare products right now, because a lot of our products help the skin from within. But we do have this one, and this is the world's only breathable mask. And you can see kind of how you put it on at night, you sleep with it on because it's breathable, and it just helps trap in your body's own moisture, or if you're using a good moisturizer underneath, it'll trap that in and it'll just help make things better. But you can use it on scars. You can see at the top here, this lady had some skin cancer taken out of her face. It was quite a large skin cancer that she wouldn't have even noticed if her skin hadn't cleared up from using Skincerity. And she took her makeup off when she went to her doctor, and her doctor noticed a little mark. So you can see after 6 weeks, you almost can't even see the scar. And then even a year later, it's like there's nothing there. This gentleman on the bottom here, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people. And when I was young, I had this issue. And to be honest, I had this issue up till I was 48. And that's when I started with our products. And this one here is the one thing that has kept my face clear. And now that I've added the other products and got more balanced, it's good too. But you can use this on acne, on scars, burns, mosquito bites. I take it to Mexico with me when I go in case those little beach flies or whatever they are bite me. But yeah, it's a great product, and yeah, we have it.
Yeah, everyone should have this in their first aid kit. It's a great first
Yeah.
aid thing for burns.
Yeah, for sure. And then Elite, Sherry, you mentioned that Elite is now your second favorite product. And this is the product that I actually started with before I went on the drops. And I mentioned I had a lot of depression and anxiety and a lot of pain in my body. And I probably wasn't even at a point where I would even consider the drops at that time because I had tried so many things. But this one, my friend told me would help me sleep. So I thought, well, okay, I need some sleep. But I started it, and within days, like it wasn't a couple weeks or anything, within days, I started to feel my mood lightening. I wasn't feeling quite as down and depressed. I was on Zooms all the time, so I saw my skin and my nails and everything was lightening up and looking healthier. I wasn't getting that brain fog. I wasn't getting the afternoon snooze time that I always had at like 2 o'clock and I needed an extra coffee. All of those things. And then about a month in, I started feeling the pain in my feet from the plantar fasciitis wasn't there anymore. And I had had that pain for 10 years and I had tried everything to get rid of it. But when that went away, that was like, I'm in 100%. If this is what this does, I am never going without it. And if it works this good, I'm trying those drops, right? Like that was my kind of motivation to do that. So this one is just it's an all around great product. It has adaptogens that kind of come into your body and determine kind of what you need the most and starts working on that. So it didn't help me sleep for about 3 months, but it did like everything else before that. So this is one that I can't go without ever.
Yeah, everyone who tries this can't go out without it. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. I won't share mine. I got lots of stories about this as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. There's
But
tons out there.
yeah, we could do a whole half hour just on this one.
Yeah.
So Benally is one I do love though. I use this for the farm. A lot of people with Elite, they'll have their allergies will clear up as well because that's a inflammation really, and Elite helps with that. But Benally helps with the inflammation as well. So I basically used to sound and look like Darth Vader, throwing hay bales around, and I was just totally just yeah, not good allergy time. But Benally saved the day for me. The Optimals. This is Dr. Strand's favorite combination, Batman and Robin. Okay, this is a foundation product that if he feels he puts every single one of his patients, his clients, whatever you call them, on. So this is Dr. Strand still a practicing doctor? I forget which state, but he this is his go-to one and two. And then Renew again, amazing. It's as a product that helps to our body to encourage our body to produce its own human growth hormone. So I had a friend who was a kind of a fitness bodybuilder, sculptor type person, and she would purchase injection hormone, growth hormone, and she said this was way better. She even told me, she's like, it helps with sleep. You can see that there is one of the things that helps with sleep. And she said, I don't need it for sleep. I'm just looking for the growth hormone. And she came back to me like 2 days later. She's like, holy smokes, man, this thing. I thought I slept like a rock. This is way better. So she was very happy. And again, mood, energy, all sorts of stuff. And I love it because the reason that it's a product for human growth hormone production helps us in two different ways, and patent pending. But again, remember that 360 approach, the whole there is a formula in here to help with sleep, right? So why would you do that? Why would you put a sleep formula in here for a product to help produce human growth hormone? Well, guess when your body produces the most human growth hormone for most people? It's when you sleep at night, right? So again, this is what blows my mind with this company. It really thinks of all the different angles and stuff when it's producing and when it's manufacturing, creating these products. That's why we have all those experts like Brent and Fernando and Dr. Strand and Barbara and everyone together. They really think stuff through, when they're in the formulation process, Cindy?
That's right, yeah. And I mean, as we go through this, we always have to remember that we're not diagnosing, treating, or curing anything. When you give the body what it needs to function the way it should, it kind of takes care of itself. So Renew is, I think, everybody's favorite. We just recently got a new flavor that's much nicer than the original. So like this is just flying off the shelves. We also have some functional foods. So if you're not a fan of taking vitamins and you want something that's maybe easier to take, these are ones that are really great. We have our Tahitian noni, which we're going to talk a little bit more about. But Limu 5X takes nutrients from a seaweed called fucoidan. There's like 80 plus nutrients that you're never going to get anywhere but this seaweed. And it puts it in here, and it does not taste like seaweed. It tastes like a tropical drink that Sherry might be having in Mexico. Um, just no tequila. And MOA it's MOA, we call it mother of all. It's got 36 superfoods in it, including 6 medicinal mushrooms. So it just takes everything. If you went out and tried to source 36 of these superfoods, you would probably go broke. One of the mushrooms is actually cost-wise higher than gold. So it's a huge product. It's great. A lot of people are using it. It helps with inflammation in the body and that sort of thing. But I don't know, a lot of kids really like it. People feed it to their kids because it's when they start taking it, they really like it, and it really helps. So our Tahitian noni though is one of our star products, I guess you'd call it as well, right, Russell?
Yeah, it's a game changer. We're in 55 countries, and this product is in, I think, all those countries. Uh, yeah, it's a game changer product because of the soil. One of the reasons, the soil that it's grown in, Tahiti, it's a volcanic soils. And I don't want to go down. I took soil geography in school, and all soils are not the same, right? So the nutritional content in the soil can be depleted and or just not good at the beginning. And that's why from a volcanic source, the soil is just so rich, and it has iridoids and adaptogens and all the things there, makes, that's why it stands out, as a great product that helps. The Tahitians would travel with it when they took over from island to island. They'd have their boat and their oars and their noni, right? That's the three things besides themselves. That's what they would take and go. And the other thing I'd like to bring to your attention, there's lots of fake noni out there. So we've decided to make this little authentic, 100% authentic logo. It's not even a year old, I don't believe. Tahitian noni. So beware when you're looking for noni, because other places have noni, and it's real noni, like Philippines and stuff. But there's also many products out there that have that say noni, but we've tested them. Brett has tested them, and there's no noni in them. And we know what the signature. We know the signature of what in the ingredients. We know what it looks like, and we can tell that there's no noni in some of that stuff. So just beware. Look for the, yeah, I think, yeah, Hawaii as well, Philippines, and so just, I thought I'd just like to share that. So
Yeah, it's very important because when you have the real stuff, you do know. And one of the great things about noni is that when you combine it with some of our other products, and again, all of our products work synergistically together, but it can actually help the absorption of the nutrients and that sort of thing. So often we'll recommend like noni and Renew or noni and the drops. And we actually have a separate product that has noni and collagen, because collagen's a very popular thing right now. And there's so many benefits from it. So we even have a little shot that has collagen in it.
Yep. And Renew that we talked about earlier, that has noni in it. We
Mhm.
have other products we have not mentioned yet that have noni in it as well. So, and then yeah, so it is a very amazing product, and we have access to it here in Canada as well, very easy, and the States. It's and from a lifestyle or from a business point of view, you can earn trips to go to Tahiti and tour the facility where this has been manufactured. So our team got to go there last year.
That's right. So we tried to highlight just a few products, but as you can see, we're very passionate about all of them, and we have so many stories about how they've been working for different people and just want to share them all the time. But you might be saying, okay, well, now I want to try everything. What do I do? Well, we've got a couple options for you. You can become a preferred customer. We love our customers. And if you do a monthly subscription, you get 15% off. It gets delivered right to your door, so you never run out. You never have to worry. And option two is you can join us. So if you love it and share it, you can possibly get yours paid for. And that's when Sherry was sharing with us. That's what her initial goal was to get her product paid for. But regardless of the option, you get a supportive community, and that's all of us. And you get all of us, many of us are coaches now, to help use the products correctly, ask questions, all of that great stuff. Now, if you do choose option two, we do want to definitely be your business partner. We have a plug and play system that is proven across North America, and we get you going right away. It's $39.95 Canadian, $29.95 US. And you get everything you need. You get a website, a back office that has all your tracking and reports and stuff. You have an app, swag and event materials, marketing tools, as much virtual training as you can possibly want, and maybe more. There's 8 ways to get paid here, Russell. When you were working at the bakery, did you get paid 8 different ways?
Oh, I don't think so. No, I did not.
So
No.
we've got these different ways, and we're not going to go through all of them. Definitely get back to the person that you're talking to, and they can go through these with you. But just know that the company wants us to win. They want us to be healthy. They want us to be wealthy, and they want everybody to win. And we all work together towards that. And like Russell mentioned, we're in over 50 markets worldwide. So I was just had a presentation the other day, and somebody was, usually people kind of skip by this one, but this one lady was specifically looking for a country that her parents live in, and she was very happy that she found it. So that's very cool. You're suddenly open for $30. You can be open in over 50 countries. And that's what happened to Russell. I'll let him
Yes.
tell his story.
Yeah. You can see there I wasn't fibbing about being in the field and the hay bales and stuff like that. That's true story. But another part of the true story is when I started with Elite as well. I did not want to start a business. I didn't even want to help anyone. It's almost embarrassing to say. I was just looking after me. I wanted to sleep better. I wanted to feel better. I was getting cranky, right? Working too much. And you can see my slender eyes there. I probably had a shake in there, probably. And anyways, but something weird happened. Something I accidentally helped someone with Elite. And well, this is like 7 months. Like seriously, I was not interested. And 7 months in, I helped this lady with Elite from the bakery, and I didn't know this, but she had panic attacks for the last 2 years, and literally lock herself in the bathroom. She had like a 5-year-old son with her, and she's like, "It's okay. Mommy's just in the bathroom. It's all good." And she'd come out after a little while, right? So imagine that impact on the family and impact on her. So literally 3 little things of Elite, and that's what she took, and she came back like a week later, and she literally, what was that stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. And so anyway, Tina's on the call right now. I've got her connected to Tina, and she's like, I need some of this stuff. And so about a month later, we got her some, and she had a amazing, so panic attacks, confidence, like she was not able to function very well in her life, and the confidence went through the roof. And anyway, when she finally shared her story, it got me all teary-eyed, and supervisor, big supervisor, farmer, and she got me all teary-eyed and stuff. And I was, oh, God damn it, I got to start sharing this with other people, right? So there you see, here I am at a PXP last year, and you get to meet. Now I get to meet so many people. I was kind of becoming a bit of a loner. We graduate high school and we run away. We don't run away, but we lose track of our friends, and we travel and do different things, and people move, and you don't see your friends anymore, right? And Mel Robbins was talking about this. I was listening today. So now, yeah, I'm in with a group of people. It's the community is amazing. If you just want to join for health and join for the community, it's like so important, especially after things like COVID. So here I am with Cindy's husband Steve. I think there's some folks in the background. I might even recognize a few, but yeah, it's an amazing community. So now I help people. I have an international business. Literally, I have people in Africa. I have people in the States, our team in general. I have a customer in the UK, and but our team in general, we're spreading through like 8, 9, 12 countries, I think, as our greater team. And there's other people on the call as well, that have done exactly the same thing. I could see Michelle and Sherry and Colleen, Tina. There people have, because you just start sharing, and this person knows this person, and this person knows that person, and it becomes an international business, literally, without trying very hard. But put a one in the chat if you're on this call right now and you agree with me. So amazing, so much fun. I wouldn't change it for the world.
No, yeah, it's a community that you don't find communities like this often, and it's amazing. But we've probably gone over a little bit of time, but if someone invited you, or if somebody sent you this as a replay, get back to them, or they'll probably follow up with you too, and just let them know what option you are. So you could be number one, which is you want to be a customer and get that 15% discount. Number two might be you're going to pay the membership to get some additional discounts and perks, but maybe you're not wanting to do the business. Maybe you have to be convinced, like Russell was. Number three, get that membership. And, I think I might know a couple people that might like this, and I would like to get my product paid for. So that might be you. And number four, wow, I'm all in. I want to earn big, right? We can help you with that with our plug and play system. So get back to that person and let them know where you're at. And that is the end of our presentation.
So thank you for joining us. We apologize for going a little bit over, but we want to thank Sherry so much, and we get excited to share, and it's hard to control ourselves a little bit, so we tend to go over it a little bit. So we apologize. So if you're ready to partner with us, think about whether wellness, lifestyle, or business, or you can do a combination of the three, right? So take care, get back to the person, and let them know if you're a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Until then, take care. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Cindy. Good job.
Thanks. Yeah, you too, Russell.
Guys.